Welcome to the Making a Multi-Million-Dollar Med Spa podcast, where we dive into the art and science of building a thriving med spa. I'm your host, Kat Toronto. In this podcast, we're all about empowering medical professionals and entrepreneurs like you with the knowledge, tools, and inspiration needed to elevate your practice to new heights. Whether you're just starting your journey or you're a seasoned expert looking to expand, this is the place where the industry's brightest minds come together to share their secrets to success. So sit back, relax, and get ready to unlock the potential of your med spa with the Making a Multi-Million-Dollar Med Spa podcast. Let's go on this journey together, one success story at a time. Hey podcast family, Kat here. I hope you're loving the podcast and all the great info we are able to share. If you find this information helpful and want more, check out the Mint Aesthetics online e-courses. Developed by our 20 plus years of expertise in a $14 million med spa, the courses are truly designed by providers for providers. The catalog includes more than 30 courses ranging from topics like dermal fillers and body services to med spa marketing and equipment vetting. No matter your job title, your experience level, or your current book of business, these courses can help you grow as a professional and ultimately boost your revenue. Check out the e-courses online at mintaesthetics.com or give us a call at 913-338-2553. Do you know an outstanding med spa, doctor, manager, provider, or groundbreaking treatment that is reshaping the industry? Nominate them for Mint's Clinics to Watch. We are so excited to launch this initiative to recognize the true leaders in our industry. Our aim is to spotlight those leading the way to excellence, providing valuable insights for others to pave their path to success. Check out our website for past winners of the Clinics to Watch. You can also nominate someone at the link in our show notes. Share your nominations and be part of celebrating the industry leaders. Let's inspire and build success together. Hi all, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. We are always looking for feedback to make it better, so be sure to give us your feedback at the link in the show notes. If you're loving the podcast, we would really appreciate it if you would share it with a friend, rate us 5 stars, and write a review. This really helps other clinics and industry professionals find our podcast. Thanks. Now let's get back to the episode. Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm Kat Toronto. I'm so excited to be with you here today, and I am ready to talk about the summer because summer is right around the corner. Dun, dun, dun. You know, typically we see a lot of our procedures, specifically like lasers, slow down during the summer. And so today we're going to talk about how to build your business and to get busy during the summer. So I'm going to make it short and sweet, pretty simple, some actionable items that you can follow up on and take advantage of as summer is right around the corner. So we're going to cover events. We're going to cover a promotion. We're going to cover a way that your team can help to build the business. And then, of course, you know, I love training. We're going to talk a little bit about training. And these are all things that we did last summer to build the business and were really successful. And so I was thinking, you know, how can we plan for this summer? How can we get up and get going now so that we don't look back in August and say, oh man, I wish I would have done more. So let's talk about events. You know, last summer we did an event. We called it the Sweat 4K giveaway. And so 4K, $4,000 giveaway. We teamed up with 2 local businesses here in Kansas City. And if you're a Mint e-course subscriber, you know that we do that quite often. Check out the B2B lesson within the e-course if you want more information on that. So in this case, we teamed up with a fitness facility called Fusion Fitness and a local DJ, which was something fun and new for us. And the promotion or the product treatment that we were promoting at AesthetiCare was specifically Miradry. So typically we would host an event at AesthetiCare, but in this case, we hosted at Fusion Fitness, which was really fun to do. It got us outside of our clinic and gave us exposure to a lot of new clients. And so let me just break down a little bit what we did. So we held the event at Fusion Fitness, and Fusion Fitness within the giveaway, within that $4,000, included a 6-month membership. The DJ gave away a 2-hour DJ set, And then we gave away the Miradry treatment, which for us was just the cost of our provider's time. And then AesthetiCare, of course, we paid the provider what they would have made had we charged full price. But Miradry provided the consumable. So we really had very, very little cost in this $4,000 giveaway, which is a big number, something really fun to give away and to entice quite a few people. And so we came together as a team at Fusion Fitness. We had a number of people sign up for the giveaway. And in fact, we had over 863 people that actually signed up for the giveaway. Over 200 of those people were brand new clients to AesthetiCare. So talk about a new group of people or new exposure. This really opened the doors to a lot of new clients. So we did the event at Fusion Fitness, and then that you had to enter to win. So we had 186 people, or 863 people that signed up for the giveaway. And then we gave that one $4,000 giveaway out via social media. And so when you look at something like that, what goes into putting together an event like that? Number one, building relationships within your community. So finding a fitness facility. We've worked with Orange Theory Fitness in the past. We've worked with different bar facilities. We've worked with, usually it's the smaller, kind of more niche fitness facilities that tend to want to jump in and join us on something like this. And so that's what I would suggest that you do. I mean, somebody on your team, maybe multiple people on your team have a great relationship with their gym, whether it's a Fusion Fitness, an Orange Theory, a yoga studio, a personal trainer. It could be a one-on-one personal trainer type experience. So just a small local business that's also looking to grow their clientele. Fusion Fitness just happens to be a really popular one in Kansas City. They have a number of locations. And so I think one of the biggest draws for us is that they do have so many clients, which I think was also a big part of the success, because AesthetiCare, yes, we have, we're a big clinic, but they're also a big fitness facility. If you're brand new to aesthetics and you have a small clientele, it wouldn't hurt to team up with somebody that's a little bit smaller than a Fusion Fitness, or find a Fusion Fitness in your area. And then the DJ is someone that we've used for some of our events in the past. Our team members have also used them for like their bachelorette parties, and they've seen him out and about in the Kansas City bar scene, and so really, really enjoyed this DJ. So again, just building these relationships, meeting with your team, making a list. Hey, how many of you guys have a great relationship with a fitness facility, a boutique, a DJ? Really brainstorm some other businesses that you could team up with. And maybe it doesn't look exactly like this, but I bet you'll find a way to combine some of those businesses to create a really unique experience for yourselves and also for your clients. So coming together, bringing us all to Fusion Fitness, getting exposure to over 800 new people, or 800 people, 200 new people to AesthetiCare, giving away that 6-month membership, the DJ set, and a Miradry treatment was just hugely successful. And one thing to note, we did actually do the Miradry treatment on the DJ prior to the event. And so he was posting about his experience. So we took video and photos of the experience or the treatment itself. And then we were posting, and he was posting, and Fusion Fitness was posting, all leading up to this event at Fusion Fitness last summer. So 200 new clients, I think that's a huge success. I think 5 new clients is a big success if you haven't done something like this before. So that's an example of how we boosted last summer in terms of events. So let's talk about promotions. And so again, we were looking at what kind of promotion that we could do or offer that could be purchased and completed during those slower months of specifically July and August. And so we didn't want to book or promote BBL, for example, because we're not going to be doing a lot of BBLs in July and August. And so last summer, we chose to do our special with Galderma. It was a filler special. So for our existing clients, if they bought one syringe, they got $50 off any additional syringe. For new clients, when they buy one syringe, they got one free. And with that, and actually with both the existing and the new client, Galderma donated the free syringes. So a huge, a really nice, a big promo for our clients, but not a big financial requirement from AesthetiCare. So just a little bit about the success of that. So we have 2 locations. As just a reminder, we have our location that's been around for over 20 years. And at that location, we did $131,000 in Galderma fillers over the course of July and August. In Liberty, which is our newer location, and at that time we'd only been in business for about 2 years, we did an additional $30,000, or we did $30,000 total in Galderma fillers. So, when you look at both of those locations, that was $161,000 in revenue by offering that promotion. We didn't discount our services. We did an add-on service, and in that scenario, again, the company donated the product. So it was more time, but not a lot. It's the same client, same visit. Just have to chart once, all those types of things. So 1 check-in, 1 treatment, 1 charting, 1 follow-up. But they just got such an additional benefit by booking that promotion. So again, I would suggest that you're reaching out to your filler reps and working with them this summer to create a promotion. So one other thing that we did with our team members, and actually jumping into that, so how can your team help? So we do what we call the Get Busy, Stay Busy plan for our team. And so there's a number of actionable items that we have them go through, well, year round, but especially during the summer. And so it's things like, of course, like easy things, at the end of the day, send a follow-up to every procedure that you did. Send out a thank you, send a birthday card, send a, hey, I haven't seen you in a while text. There's a number of different ways that your team can help to get busy and stay busy. And so we do have another episode that we really focus on this, on the Making of a Multi-Million-Dollar Mesma podcast. So we'll add that episode to the show notes. But go ahead and check that out for that full list. But in this example, what we did is we decided to book a consultation, a follow-up consultation with our top clients. So typically at AesthetiCare, when you come in as a new client, our number 1 focus is to book an hour complimentary consultation. It gives us the ability to get to know you, you get to know us, we get to put together a thorough package and program for you so that when you decide to do aesthetics, our hope is that you'll do it with us. And so after that though, as your providers get busier and busier, these hour-long consultations tend to only be for new clients. And so what we found a couple of years ago is that we were missing out on the opportunity to build a package or plan for clients that have been coming to us for 5, 10, 15 years. And so we revisited this concept and came up with this. So what we did is we had our team book a 30-minute consultation using the Visia system so that we could show them their original before photo and show them their photos that we've been capturing along the way to educate and learn, and then to build a new package or plan for them for this year. And I think that's so huge. So many of our clients just want a plan, and when we forget to do that year after year, I think we're really missing out on offering that elevated customer service experience. So for existing clients, when they came in for that 30-minute Visia consultation, any treatment that they booked in July or August, and this is just 1 treatment, so they could book 1 treatment in July or August, and they would receive 20% off of that treatment. Any treatment on our menu of services. And this is something that's really rare that we do. So if this is a promotion that you do often, it's not going to be as impactful. But this is something that's really rare for AesthetiCare. So typically at the first consultation, that hour-long consultation, if they commit to any 3 items on that full corrective package that we suggested, they would get 15% off of the package. But in this case, we're giving them 20% off, which is the biggest discount that we give all year long at our annual open house that that you can check out in any of our September e-courses on the e-courses, or we also have a number of comments to that throughout the podcast as well. But it's a huge event that we host every year. It's so much fun. We always look forward to doing it. And so at that event, we offer the biggest discount, which is 20% off. And so this is the only time other than that annual event that our clients will have the opportunity to get 20% off of any treatment. So a couple little details to make sure that you've paid attention to is, one, one, the treatment has to be booked in July or August so that we can, again, get busy and stay busy during the summer. So we don't want to sell that treatment, give them the 20% off, and then wait until January to do the treatment. So that is the one little piece of advice that I would give you, is to make sure that those treatments are not only booked, but they're also completed. So at our larger location, like I mentioned before, we had 65 bookings. So what we call Ward Parkway, we used to call it Leawood, what we moved about a year ago. So at Ward Parkway, we had 65 bookings from that promotion. And at our smaller location, that's only, at that point had been open a little over 2 years, in Liberty, 45. So 45 treatments came from that. And I'm sure so many more than that, because again, it's building that package for them, revisiting their before photos, looking at what their goals are for this year, and putting together a program that is most likely not going to all happen in July and August. But what we did see happen in July and August were 65 completed bookings at Ward Parkway, 45 in Liberty. And I think that's a huge success. So another way that you can help your team really help build the business, or if you are a nurse or esthetician working at a practice, this is something that you can do. Look at your top 25 clients, start there, give them all a call, and offer this complimentary consultation to get them in and put together a plan for the upcoming year. Maybe it's something, if the clinic doesn't all commit to doing, maybe it's just something that you do personally as this personal touch, and it's something that they may not start until the fall or winter, but at least they have that plan in place. And I will tell you consistently from our clients, that's what we hear. Like, we just want a plan. So looking at what I've talked about so far, find a way to do a fun event. Book it with another business. Help that business. That business will help you to grow awareness in your community. Generally we do about 4 of these types of events a month. And actually we looked at the first quarter of 2024 and we had done 12 events. We had booked 141 clients from those 12 events. Our average client brings in $3,500 per year. So not our highest client, which is more closer to like $35,000, not like our 100th best, which is about $10,000, but our average client spend is about $3,500. And so if I look at those 12 events, bringing in 141 people times $3,500, we're going to be somewhere around $500,000 in revenue just from those events that we held the first quarter of the year. And what if you do that year round? If that was every quarter, we would be bringing in, or we look at that, the average would be about $2 million. So those little events, well, sometimes you think, how impactful can these really be long term? Just keep booking them, keep doing them. They'll get better and better at each visit, or each time you do it. You'll learn something new from it. You'll meet and engage with more members of your community and more potential clients, and more ways for you to give back. So again, these little events, look at that from the first quarter, potential revenue of close to $500,000, and for the year it'll be around $2 million. So just some inexpensive ways that you can make a big impact in your business. So finding a great promotion that works for you. Doesn't have to be Galderma. Most of the injectable companies will offer some sort of promotion. And maybe you want to look at them and put them against each other. So if Galderma says yes, go to Allergan and say, this is what Galderma is going to do for me. Can you do this as well? And use both of them and promote an event, either at maybe not necessarily at the same time, but one might be in the summer and one might be in the fall. So just another way that you can work with your reps and have them work with you or help you with that. And then always talking to your team about ways that they can build and get their own books filled up is super important. And if you're a team member out there, I would say, this is one of the best things that you can do, is to look at yourself and say, how can I build this business? Because the overall business, we're spending all of these dollars on marketing. We're doing website and SEO and Instagram and all these different ways. But what we found at AesthetiCare is one of the biggest impacts it's made is with our team. And so as a team member, no matter if you're on the marketing team, you're an esthetician, you're at the front desk, we're all part of the marketing team. And this is such a fun way to to build your business for the summer. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to be bored. I like to be busy. So I hope that's helpful for you. If not, again, check out our full episode on the Get Busy, Stay Busy plan. All right, so before we finish up today, I just have to talk about training. I think it's just the most important thing that we can do for our team to build confidence, to get amazing results, and bring in those referrals. And so last summer, I spent quite a bit of time training and working with our team. You know, it is the time of year where it slows down, and so it gives us the opportunity to book training. So my suggestion would be to, number one, send out an email to your team and just say, hey, what would you like help on? What do you see? You know, what's the most important thing to you? Is it injectables? Is it lasers? Is it product? Is it the consultation? Is it skincare treatments like hydrofacial? What is it that you need training on? And then that way you'll get feedback from them, and you can put them in buckets. And instead of booking out your entire team, maybe you can choose to do half days or full days with small groups and really work on elevating their level with what they are requesting. So last year I did actually book out not our entire team at once, but kind of half and half. So if you have 20 providers, for example, we had 10 on one day and 10 the next day, or 10 in the morning and 10 in the afternoon, so that we didn't close the business to bringing in revenue. And so that is obviously something that you want to take into consideration. So when you can book half and half, or you could come in early or do it over lunch or stay a little bit late, those are also options. But I would say really look at the summer and see when are our slowest times historically, and let's book some training. And so, again, I think getting feedback from the team is really helpful. Or if there's a new procedure that you're going to be bringing on in the fall, start it now. Get that training up and going, have them treat your team members, have them bring in friends and family, so that when September, October hits and laser season hits, they are ready to go. I think the summer is the best time to do training. Little caveat to that, if you are bringing in a technology like Heroic, you want to make sure that you are bringing in models that aren't coming from the beach or the swimming pool. So of course, treating clients that have followed the rules and we don't have any contraindications like sun exposure. But outside of that, I think it is, it's a really great time to train. And typically what I love to do anyway is to have our team members, the front desk, our marketing team, our management team, of course, estheticians and nurses, all be the models for the treatment, so that they can explain to our clients, a little bit more about that treatment, especially the front desk. If they aren't, exposed, generally they're not exposed to as much training as our nurses and estheticians. And so when they're the models, then they can say, oh yeah, I've had that BBL treatment. Oh yeah, I've had that Moxie treatment. I think you're just absolutely going to love it. My results were so great. So again, check out, have your team member be the models when they can. Friends and family always work as well. But when you are looking at those laser type procedures, obviously we're going to look at contraindications. But other than that, summer is an excellent, excellent time to book training. So with that, we're going to end today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I can't wait to hear back from you to see how busy you've gotten this summer. So that's it for today with the making of a multi-million-dollar med spa podcast. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the making of a multi-million-dollar med spa podcast. I'm Kat Toronto, and it's been an absolute joy to be part of your journey. Until next time, let your passion lead the way. See you soon.